Welcome back, guys, to Radiant Dawn.
Goldoa, the land of dragons, lies secluded in the southwestern corner of Tellius. No foreigner, Laguz or Bjork, is permitted within its borders. The Alliance emerges from the lava tubes and into Goldoa by accident. The Dragon King, Daein, is displeased by this trespass. However, Ike's former companions Nasir and Ina appeal to Daein to allow the passage of the Laguz Alliance. Raisin's actions during the last war earn them the grudging respect of King Daein, who allows them safe passage. Meanwhile, Begnion calls off its pursuit of the Alliance and finds its passage into Gallia blocked by the nation's great mountains and deep forests. The Central Army's momentum breaks upon these obstacles like an ocean wave against solid rock. Senator Valtome arrives to take command of the Central Army. He orders Zelgius to march on to Gallia by way of Crimea. Observing diplomatic protocol, Valtome petitions the Queen for passage, as well as supplies and additional troops. Queen Elincia, however, goes against the wishes of the Crimean nobles and resolutely denies each of Valtome's requests. Her reply enrages Valtome, who sees Crimea as little more than a vassal of the Empire. Ignoring Zelgius's counsel, Valtome orders his army to enter Crimea and take whatever they need from the villages along the way.
So begins Chapter 9, Marauders, as the scene shifts once again. Will Crimea be sucked into the war? That's what we wonder. Your Majesty, the Begnion army has crossed the border. They are seizing food and supplies and calling it tribute to the Empire. There are no casualties yet, but they are acting like bandits. I see. So they simply ignored me. What shall I tell the troops, Your Majesty? Order the Royal Knights to mobilize. Ride out and advise Begnion to withdraw. If they do not comply, I approve the use of force to remove them from our lands. But, Your Majesty, this is the Begnion army we are talking about. It would be unwise to provoke them. I had hoped to avoid this situation, but the Empire's attempts to strong-arm our people shall not go unanswered. Deploying the Royal Knights is the only way to protect our borders from incursion. However, I remain open to suggestions. Do you have an alternate plan of action, Lord Saron? No. Please forgive my impertinence. Your Majesty is quite right. I'm glad we are in agreement, Lord Saron. This whole situation disturbs me greatly. I wonder, what is happening to the Empire? I doubt that the Apostle would allow this sort of thing to happen. We should prepare for the worst. I fear something horrible must be happening within Begnion. You'd have to say, most likely. Most likely, but if we return to base, we kind of have to remember what we've got, or what troops we're currently using, because, well, second stage promoted units, sure, but their levels are a lot lower than ones we've been playing with, apart from Jeffrey, who's just ridiculous, of course, or was ridiculous, but to be honest now is Oscar-ish level, though with extra strength. I don't know. At least they've got tons of weapons between them. It's too bad we can't just give these all to Ike and crew. That would be kind of nice at this point, wouldn't it? Killing Edge would be much better on like Mia than it would on Makalov. All the same, 7 troops to face this battle with, and one of them does not seem to be our queen, but Marcia. Oh, Marcia. How we love you. Let us get to work. Let us get to work by checking out the info and finding 4 conversations to deal with. Let's start talking to villagers. Hey, did you hear? The Imperial Army is requesting Crimea's assistance. Yeah, I heard. I also heard that the messenger treated our queen with no respect at all. Who do they think they are? Shh, not so loud. Begnion is ruled by the Apostle. They helped us when Daein invaded. It's only right that we pay back the favor by coming to their aid. But Begnion is fighting the beast tribes of Gallia. Why would we fight Gallia? The beast tribes helped us rebuild Crimea. That's true, but come on, think about it. Who would you rather side with? A land of Beork or the land of Laguz? The answer's as plain as day. We side with the Beork. You have a point. I choose Gallia over Begnion. Really? But why? The people of Gallia helped us rebuild the village, even though we're Beork. They even repaired the road to the farmers up on the mountain. That wasn't an easy job either. Yes, I remember. What was his name? Mordecai? He was strong, yet very kind. He looked frightening at first, but the children in the village loved to play with him. He was a wonderful man. If the Queen decides to answer Begnion's request for troops, we'd have to fight Gallia. How terrible would that be? That's war, isn't it? Yes. I suppose it is at that. I wish we didn't have to fight anyone at all. Well, opinion split, but at least well-fought people, in a way. Khalil's shop is the next on our menu here. It's been one thing after another. First the civil unrest, then the imperial invasion. I'm so sick of hearing about all of it. You and me both. I figured I'd be able to get in some me time now that Crimea's peaceful again. Get a card game started or something. You're a royal knight. If the Queen decides you should go sweep away 10 or 100 imperial soldiers, you should probably go do it. Yeah, we've been ordered to mobilize and I can't think of any excuse to get out of it. Maybe I could pretend to be dead. Any ideas, Amy? Don't make General Jeffrey mad! You're a royal knight. Better follow his orders. Amy, you're supposed to help me. She's obviously been spending way too much time with you, Khalil. Well, of course, you twit. Alright, Makalov. It's time for you to pay up and go. What? But I think my stomach's acting funny. That's enough, you layabout. Oh, hi, Marcia. Don't surprise me like that. Makalov, I knew I'd find you here, slacker. You're making the whole squad wait for you. Hurry up and head back. I don't know about all this. Fighting the Imperial Army means fighting my old comrades. I don't want to fight my old friends. You know what I mean? I think I see. You owe them money, don't you? Isn't that the real reason why you don't want to see them? Cheese breath? When did you learn to read minds like the herons? I can't, you spineless sea cucumber. It's just so typical of you that I guessed. Marcia, please. That's quite enough. But Astrid, it's despicable. Look at how calm Sir Makalov is. He never gets irritated or upset. It's the mark of a true knight. A good knight must know how to keep his cool on the battlefield. But we're in a bar. Oh, I hope to be as good a knight as Sir Makalov someday. How I dream of that day. Huh. I don't believe this. You don't want to end up like me, baby. Oh, I completely agree. Who'd want to end up a clown head, chowder head? The love you two have for each other is so wonderful. I wish I had a sibling. Sure. I'll sell him to you. Cheap. What a sibling relationship they've got going. Right then. Now, however, we move to 3 stars worth of importance. Usually getting us a nice item to go with it. So let us speak. Jeffrey, please take this with you. Why? This is a master crown. I am honored, Your Majesty. I will cherish it. I have been asking you to fight difficult battles against terrible odds. Your Majesty, allow me to reiterate. That is exactly what I wish. No matter the task, and no matter the odds, I can only succeed at it so long as you depend on me. I am yours entirely, Your Majesty. I shall take those words to heart, Geoffrey of Delbray. You are truly my finest and most faithful knight. Thank you, Your Majesty. Right then, a Master Crone, ready for him to promote? I think that seems to be the case here. Can he even use swords? I can't even remember. Let's send back the concoction for the time being. And Lucia is our next conversation topic. Brother and sister talk. Here are the war funds. Remember, Geoffrey, you will face the Imperial Army. Should there be a conflict, you must not be caught unprepared. I shall be prepared, Lucia. Well, the short conversations came up to be these ones. The other ones were very much talky-talky, but apart from that, no one can support yet at the moment. These guys have a little bit of experience they could pass on, if you know what I mean. I mean, you could even get him up to his next level if you wanted. Let's check the shop. We've got war funds after all. We could get another adept. That would probably be quite good. A Shine Barrier, a Daemon card. Oh, it's a good skill. I think I'll buy it. Probably not needed, but who will bear it for me? Marcia. Why not? Got Speed Wing on it. And now the sorting of things out. Let's keep that money just in case, because you kind of expect Crimea in time to side with Ike. Wouldn't you say? Well, let's send these back at the moment. Keep him with the Master Crown. He's still got enough weaponry to fight with after all. Khalil has Thunder and Fire. We've got the Steel Lance, Killer Lance, Horse Slayer as well. What kind of weapons does she have here? Well, if she's got a Javelin she can put on as well, that'd be brilliant. Alright, we've got enough bows for you. 1 billion axes and another lance there. And you've got a hammer. That's always good. Danved has an armed scroll just hanging around. He's got enough weapons to fight, and so does Makalov. What is in this group's convoy? Well, I'd say no matter what, they're probably set for anything coming their way. A concoction times 4, they even have some spare weaponry. Which is great if you can think about it. If only we could get that onto the right people that we need to get that onto. Do you know what I mean? Right, Javelin, that should be enough weapon for you, because the Horse Slayer, the Killer Lance should do, and then we got the Javelin for ranged. All the same, with that said, what support? Manage skills. I think that's not a bad idea. We like Marcia a lot. Let's see if she can proc it and get some level ups going on. See how high we can raise her. Defensive 17 is pretty good for her. Gotta say, there's no more skills to be assigned at the moment, however. That's the only skill they had on them. So, with that there, we could probably just make sure Marcia has enough weaponry, not by buying some, but by just taking out quickly. A sword. Gives her a bit of options, doesn't it? I think that's a good option to have. Geoffrey as well. Can you use axes or anything? No, just lances. Well, he's capped for res. He's probably our spell tank here. Probably our major thing. But with that said, I guess we can head out to battle. So we move to Crimea. Of course we are. And the Begnion army seem to be in one of the villages. Are you layabouts done collecting supplies? We don't have all day. No, sir. Progress is slow. These people just don't have much. Something about an uprising earlier. Fools! I don't want excuses. Take anything you see, and if these bumpkins complain at all, cut them down. Because you can bet your armor that Senator Valtone will do the same to us, if we're not done by the time he arrives. Reporting, sir. A Crimean army is approaching from the southwest. It seems to be the Royal Knights. What? Crimea is moving against us? Those backwater fools! Alright, keep working. I'll take several men out to slow their approach. Colonial fools. I'll teach them what it means to defy the Empire. General Geoffrey, we confirm the presence of the Begnion army in the village ahead of us. I would prefer to avoid a fight. I suppose that decision is up to them. Let's hurry. Let's hurry indeed as we choose our units, or more to the point, we've got our units chosen for us, and we have allies to go along it. But as we go to reposition here, because It's kind of stupid to have frontline... well, mage. Frontline mage. Frontline mage. Let's put... strong horses at the front line. To go and chop some people up. In fact, that's perfectly arranged if you look at the weapons, because axes versus lances is good. Can't move you, and technically that probably looks quite good considering our moves here, because you're the only one who can stand upstairs. It's probably a good setup. In the meantime, let us check the lay of the land. Houses without open doors, places we cannot visit, which looks a bit of a shame. There's a little birdie there, if that is a bird. Yes, it is a bird. It is good. There's chickens at the well. Thankfully, the Begnions haven't stolen them for supplies. And also, many troops all around. Though they are spread out, and to defeat the boss is our goal, and which he's up here as a cow or a donkey, I'm not quite sure. But still, in the meantime, let's check for any items. Well, we can't steal any, but there are items that will drop, providing more weapons for these troops at the very least. And a speed wing. A speed wing over there. Let's go nab that, I think, personally. And an archer. An archer on the field means we should probably beware for Marcia. Probably quite an important thing to notice. But with that, we fight. As our phase begins. Now, I'm going to check this archer's attack range because I'm thinking of going up here first of all and luring in some certain guys that are around to attack us. Let's start down here with the obvious charge that's about to take place. Let's get smacking people down with killer axes, I think, personally. In fact, we've got killer weapons across the party, don't we? Not that they're going to proc, mind you. Well, that's one. At least a little bit of experience. Alright, may as well stay there. And let Makalov come up and through. See what he can do in the meantime. With a killing edge himself. No criticals for our party members. And he even manages to hit me as well. Well, if in doubt, we always have Jeffrey! Come on, Jeffrey. Let's go. And maybe first of all, we should get a little bit more experience for Astrid, considering she's around. 10 damage there. Killer. We could try the killer bow here as well. Will any killer weapons proc? We're not having a good day for that, are we? Well, she gets a fair bit of attack experience, prompting me to believe that she might be a little underleveled. And then Jeffrey can charge in and do what he wants to do. Because, to be honest, pretty much everything's going to take this guy down at this point. Which means Makalov will probably be attacked next turn. Looking at the lance guy there, unless I move you up a fair bit, protecting Makalov, and we could direct these guys to halt, as we normally do, to save experience, but we'll just get you to wait there for the moment. We can always go back on you after all and then choose it if we need to. And now for the climbing troop, by the look of it. We don't want to end up anywhere in that range, but we won't mind Marcia going forward because she's got some nice defense and some nice dodging stats, if you know what I mean. So let's first of all try to kill a lance another guy. Only 7 damage if hit. I'm pretty sure she can tank a lot from the lance guys up top. And we continue to have no killer weapons proc at all. The added up crit chance surely should have meant that she'd got to a crit by now. It's not working that way though, however. If only enemies knew how to shove, then they could definitely get someone in range. But for now, we just go with the killer lance again and wonder if it procs. Wow. I've got to say, this is quite an interesting scenario. We have had 5 killer weapons to use on that go. Yet has a single one worked out for us? The answer is no. Well, as our allies start to advance, we probably want to get them to halt for now, I don't know. Ah, maybe not. Nicely done. Bill Makalov. Crimean soldiers, how dare you turn your weapons against us? You will pay for this betrayal. Men, burn these shanties to the ground. Show these fools what we do to traitors. Why do that? Oh, really? Oh, you're not even going to attack me? Oh, we got to stop. It seems like the normal lance guys are the ones burning things. Which means we got to dispatch them ASAP. Jeffrey's continuing to level up to level 20 by the look of it. An archer coming in as well. Surely that still great lance will finish this guy off after all. That was an ill-chosen choice, but I'm guessing you're going, oh, well, he's the target of greater importance. You may spin your lance around, but no one could see. Go to the hill bush, sir. I'll let Danved not kill a lance again. Wow. Well, we've got a spellcaster coming in behind. So he should be able to deal a bit more. Marcia does manage the pull. And manages to adept proc. But not enough damage is dealt, and not a critical on any of those. The killer lance breaks without doing a single other critical. Monsters! They're setting the village on fire! Knights, evacuate the villages and put out the fires immediately! So it's kind of these types that are burning stuff. So if we can kill these ones specifically, I'd say that we can stop the burning of the remaining houses. Unless these guys go straight up there. So I think these ones are our targets. We'll get to bashing them down and staying out of your range. More next episode. Join us then. More Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. As we stop this terrible scenario, hopefully. Bye-bye.